What is going on, YouTube? Today is today's July 1st, day 182. So yesterday I kind of made two videos in a way, because like usually I make my video for the day like past midnight a lot. So I make the video for like the day before in a way. Basically when I go to bed is when the day restarts, not midnight. But anyways, so today's day 182, which means that I won't have to make a video tomorrow. But I'm gonna be talking about what I have done in June. So I do monthly recaps every month on the last day of the month. So at least that's what I've been doing in 2026. So June 2026, what did I accomplish? And then also, what are my goals for July 2026, basically. So I don't remember what my goals were for that month, but it doesn't really matter because I don't care. It is just kind of, I think I did mostly what I wanted to do. I'm glad how June went, no matter what my goals were initially. So I guess we'll run down some accomplishments or just things I did. So manga I bought. I guess that's the first thing. I don't even know what I started with in the beginning of June, but I bought some more One Piece. So I'm all the way up to volume 24 of One Piece. I'm buying the omnibus editions. I have read up to 21, so I'm almost fully caught up there. So I'm almost done with Alabasta. For the anime for One Piece, I'm on episode 101 or 102, I'm pretty sure. And Alabasta is at 143, so I'm trying to finish both around the same time. I watched all of ReZero. That was so peak, bro. So peak. And it took me like 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks, not even. Something like that. I finished that very quick, like 66 episodes or so. Still don't have the first light novel, which is fine, because that's going to take a long time to read probably, because it's not manga, it's actual words. But I do want to get it, me and my friend both, and then we'll read it together. I got Demon Slayer volumes 1 through 4. I read those very quickly. I also bought on eBay volumes Demon Slayer 1 through 17, and then 21 to 23. And then at Barnes & Noble just a couple days ago, I bought volumes 18, 19, and 20. So I'll be getting the entire series very, very soon of Demon Slayer, which is nice. I really like it so far, Demon Slayer. First 4 volumes. I'll have a duplicate of the first 4, so I'll give those ones to my friend. I read Vagabond all the way up to volume 9. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I read Attack on Titan volumes 1 through 3. There is a deal on eBay. There's a thing that I saw yesterday, and it's all of the omnibuses for Attack on Titan, and it's like $130. Bro, there are 34 volumes of Attack on Titan. And that the omnibus that I have of volumes 1 through 3 cost me $20 at Barnes & Noble. If we're averaging $20 for all of the 34, so there's 12 omnibuses, I'm pretty sure, and if they're all $20, that's 20 times 12, so like 240 plus tax, probably like $250, $255. $250 versus $130. And then I would also have a duplicate in my friend, and I'll probably just give my friend the first omnibus volume of Attack on Titan, if I got that. The thing is, I also bought My Dress Up Darling, volumes 1 through 11, minus volume 3, because Barnes & Noble didn't have it. I bought that, and I finished it within like 1.5 days. So yeah, I read volume 3 still on Crunchyroll manga app. I also bought Crunchyroll. Very glad, because now I don't have to freaking use pirate sites. I don't have to worry about damn ads. So much nicer. let me think here. Oh yeah, I binged freaking My Dress Up Darling in one night. The first season, I'm still watching the second season right now. I've been working, or wait, let me rephrase that. I started working this month, so I took like one gap week between like school. It was more like 2 gap weeks, to be honest, between school, graduation, and actually working. I'm not working full-time officially, but the hours that I'm working is basically full-time. I'm working basically 4 10-hour shifts per week and every other Sunday, so it's roughly like 40 hours a week, give or take, which it's a good amount. It definitely it's taken a little bit to get used to, but I'm starting to get used to it. I mean, it's been almost a month now. This is my 4th week here, 4th week doing this, and I've worked this job the past 2 summers, but I'll probably be working into the fall and stuff, and perhaps even the winter. But yeah, so I made a lot of money. That's why I've been buying manga. Outside of that, I've been drawing and getting better at that. I started drawing just like one character. So Sandra, one of my main characters in my series that I'm writing, that I'm gonna make into a manga. I've been practicing just her basically for a couple weeks now. So whenever I do draw, like all I'm doing is like her. And today I'm gonna be doing I'm not even gonna really be drawing her facial features. I'm just gonna be drawing heads from different perspectives, heads and necks, because I need to get better at that. And then I'll be doing like the rough outlines of like facial features, so like it's just circles for eyes, very basic nose, and then like one line for the mouth or whatever. So, and no like hair. I'll do an ear, but that, like, those are all. And I'm gonna be doing like just a bunch of different perspectives. So starting yesterday, I made it my goal now to be, so in the mornings before work, from basically, I wake up between 11 and 12, basically 12, because I'm not going to bed till like 4 or 5 now somehow. I don't know, that's crazy, but I'm waking up around 12. Before work, I can consume manga, anime, whatever it is, and then after work, I create stuff. So I draw and I world build my own world and stuff. And so I'm not gonna be world building till like 5 a.m. though and drawing, but I'm gonna be doing at least till 3. 3 is the number. So then after 3, I can like read manga or watch anime or whatever still. So, but making this video is kind of cutting into that time just a little bit. I mean, it's only, let me see, come on, it's 12:15. So I'm gonna be, and I want to focus most on drawing. So I'm gonna be drawing till 2, and then I'll do world building for about 30 minutes, and then this last one that I don't know. It's kind of, I'm gonna do this because I want to become a mangaka, like a manga author, artist, whatever. Make my own manga one day, and to do so, like to get into like a publishing house and stuff like that, or at least to get, you know, in that kind of world that's obviously based in Japan. And so what, stupid freaking mosquito, bro. What I'm gonna be doing is learning Japanese. So it's only gonna be a small amount every day. I started yesterday just for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. And yeah, so the only reason why I'm a little like nervous or whatever is because like I tried to do the same thing, or I said I was gonna do the same thing with learning Korean and Spanish, and then eventually after like 1 week, two max, for both of those times, like I just stopped because it was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And so I hope that doesn't happen again. I feel like it could be different because, I mean, I take this manga and my own series and stuff a lot more seriously than I do just like randomly learning like a language like Spanish for not much of a reason, just because I was listening to freaking Bad Bunny. What's my dog doing, bro? Why does bro look like a skinwalker over there? But yeah, so I'm gonna be trying to do that. So I'll do like most of the time creating and stuff will be drawing, because drawing is obviously the most important part, and then world building. So like outlining. I'm currently outlining book 1 and just plotting it all down. And I've already written book 1, but like I used to have, there's 2 different planets that they kind of traveled between, Earth and then a planet called Valorous, my characters, but I just completely got rid of Earth, so now I have to kind of redo some stuff, and this just simplifies it so much more, and it makes me way happier to have just the one planet. But now I have to do some like switching up, because I mean it just makes so much more sense just to have the one planet though, so in the long run it's gonna help. But anyways, what is going to happen is I'm outlining book 1 right now, plotting it, and then I'm going to make individual chapters, and I don't know how many chapters, and these are like chapters for the manga, and so I'm estimating between 10 and 15 volumes for the 4 books. So I wrote 4 books for this mini series in this like bigger series that I kind of have planned. And so between those 4 books, the first book I plan on having 2 to 3 volumes of manga, and then the second book is irrelevant because it just is. It's gonna be completely cut basically, except it'll be kind of put into the third book in a way. So the second and the third book will be merged together, but most of the second book is just cut because it's just like a side story basically. But the third book was like 440,000 words that I wrote, which is crazy. But I'll be doing roughly 4 to 5 volumes, I'm guessing, for manga. And then book 4 was also 440,000 words. So that'll be about 4 or 5 volumes of manga, I'm guessing, somewhere around there, obviously give or take, so I don't really know. I could be completely overestimating or I could be completely underestimating, I'm not sure. So because guess what, I've never made manga before, but it's gonna happen. I'm excited to get better at drawing, and then sometime this year, hopefully by the end of the summer, I can actually start making the panels and, you know, stuff like that. And obviously it's not gonna be perfect, it's not gonna look even remotely good, you know, the first time around, but eventually once I get better and better, it will start looking better. So I'm very excited, and this is honestly this is like, as much as it, you know, it seems kind of dumb to try like and just make manga right away, and instead I should just practice. I feel like this is gonna help me want to draw more, and it's gonna actually make me like better overall, because like I'm gonna be enjoying drawing mostly. I mean, I'm pretty confident that once I actually start having the panels down and I know exactly what I'm gonna be doing, like drawing, I'm actually gonna want to draw, and then also I'm gonna like get better at drawing because I want to draw, and vice versa, and whatever. So I'm very excited. But yeah, for July, just keep drawing. Do like consume in the morning and then create at night. I'll have my grad party. That's irrelevant, I guess, to this video. Buy more manga. Buy the Demon Slayer. Hopefully buy the Attack on Titan. I think that'd be good. Get the rest of My Dress Up Darling. Probably watch Attack on Titan and maybe Demon Slayer or something. I want to buy Chainsaw Man as well, the manga. And perhaps something else maybe. I don't really know, because I mean, I read manga pretty fast, which I like because it's fun to read it, and it's fun just seeing it grow, the collection. Like, I'm almost completely caught up on all the manga I currently have right now. Once I get to Demon Slayer, I'll be reading quite a bit. So, yep, that is it for today. Day 182 of uploading every single day in 2026. The year is officially halfway over. It's crazy. Hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to follow your dreams. Bye.